So we're out here with JP. He's going to just explain to us about
mortgages.
Okay.
So for me, getting a mortgage makes complete sense in comparison to renting, because at the end of the day, money is coming out whether you're renting or whether it's going towards a mortgage. The only difference for me is if you're renting, you're giving money to someone else who probably has a mortgage to pay off the house, which basically is going towards them. That's like capital investment for them, and for you, you're just staying there. It might be a few differences. I mean, to be honest, they tend to be about the same amount per month. So for me, it makes sense to just literally get a mortgage. Now,
no, but to be fair, don't you think a mortgage for me, I find like you get a mortgage like for £500, and like if you're living in London, I find like the properties could vary from like £1,000 to £2,000 for a property. So is it possible to get a mortgage, like say here in Yorkshire, for a mortgage at £2,000 a month? Or is that just too much?
You can get it at 2,000. You're looking at a very big house.
No, I'm just saying like a standard house. Is that, do you know what I mean?
Standard house here, so 4-bedroom standard house mortgage, you're talking 6, 7, 800 range.
No, you see, but then so like now you're saving £1,200 in it. So like for me, it's that massive save, and you're looking at coming to Yorkshire. It's nice and quiet. It's not as busy.
Yeah.
People, the thing I've noticed the most here is people say good morning to you. Like even if you don't say nothing to you, they will prompt you. Do you know what I mean? It's like basically like a community. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter what color you are. The next, they have morals in them. But going back to what we're talking about, mortgages. Can you just explain what that 5% means? So like say like not saying like a dummy, but someone that just doesn't understand what that 5% means.
Okay, so 5% deposit works together with the Help to Buy, so which is at this moment in time only available for newly built houses.
Okay.
So what happens is you have to raise 5% deposit of the property.
Can you just give us like a ballpark figure? How much is that? Like say it was a 2-3 bedroom property, like just like a rough figure.
I would say to you, if you were buying a 2-bedroom house in about Rotherham, Barnsley, which is about 95,000, 5% deposit is about 5,000.
Okay. But then like say you're living in London and you're spending £1,000, £2,000 a month, right? Isn't that like 24k? So within 2 years, you'd have literally half paid the house already. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing that for me, like, not something that annoys me, but it's just like, can't you see what's happening here?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the things, the quality of life that you have isn't actually quite good. But you said to me it's 90,000. You know what I mean? It's actually under 100 grand. So that's gettable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's a newly built. It's easy to get 5,000. You can raise 5,000. You can work and like get it within, I don't know, a year if you want.
No. But listen to me. If you're paying 1,500 in London for rent, so it means within, if you save, like say we moved in somewhere with mum that even got a caravan in it, within 3 months or 4 months, you've already got the yourself. You see, so it's not like anything that you can't do.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like some people like are just oblivious to what's going on. But going forward, so like with the 5%, what are the catches or like what are the glitches?
Okay, so you asked to raise 5%. The government, with the Help to Buy scheme, which is only available for newly built houses, give you 20% towards the deposit. The idea is you're going with a bigger deposit to the lender, so that the lender is willing to give you something. It helps you get on the property ladder.
So you literally going with 25% then?
You're at that time, yes, 5% for you at that time, yes. Obviously there's solicitors fees, there's broker fees, but that's minor. That's like you're talking a grand 0.5, 1.5, so that's mine. So 5,000 or 5%, and then the government gives you 20%. You go to a lender with 25%, and you say, I'm interested in that house. Here's my deposit, which obviously some of it is from the government. The way that works is the government borrow you the 20% based on the value of the property now.
So if it's at 90k, how much is 20% for that? Quickly.
Quick maths, I don't know, 20.
Or would you say 100k in it?
Huh?
100k, 20% 100k in it. Isn't that like say 5? Wait, what's 20% of 100?
My brain's dead right now, man.
Because I know is it 4 or 5 quarters, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah.
It'll be about that actually.
Okay.
So you should be, so trying to explain the bit of how it works for the government. So they borrow you 20%. Now the way it works for them is they try and get it back after 5 years.
Okay.
A lot of people might worry and think, what happens in 5 years? How am I going to be able to pay that and the mortgage? The way it really works is you get a property 5 years now and in 5 years time, the value of your property chances are is going to increase.
Okay. So normally with house properties, it always appreciates and depreciates.
Yeah, they have a cycle. But in the long run, when you look at a bigger scope, property gradually always heads up. So it might dip for a season, but it will always come up.
Okay.
So 20% is after 5 years, the government come back to you and say, can you pay us back our 20%? Now they don't take it straight away. You can set up a payment plan where you pay every month towards that. Or if you've got the money, you can just give them the 20%. But it's now 20% of the property then.
No. Okay.
Not what it was. So basically they get if the value is going up.
No, but like, could you agree to do like say like a £1 scheme a month? Was that like, is it like a ballpark figure where like a minimum like how much that?
I think you get in it. I don't know because but
No. But I'm just saying roughly, like, say if you were to say like, at least maybe £100, maybe something like that, something affordable for you without breaking your bank.
You sort of work on a figure that's because they're not gonna like take and leave you in a place where you're gonna end up defaulting on your mortgage because you can't afford.
Okay.
So you work out something reasonable. A lot of people work with it this way. In 5 years' time, you would have paid a big chunk of your mortgage anyway.
Okay.
So what you do is you go back to your lender and say, I want to borrow money on top of this mortgage.
So that's called remortgaging the house.
Yeah, it's basically additional borrowing. And then you take what they give you, you pay the government off, they're done, they're gone, you just now have one mortgage payment that you're paying.
But then how much is like, so a quick thing, like how much is the mortgage payments, like say like, is it called APR or whatever? Is it
APR.
So like, just explain what that term means and then what the percentage is like.
Additional borrowing is not too costly because it's still secured on brick and mortar. So basically, if you borrow like $5,000 on unsecured lending now, which is just a personal loan, you're talking percentages of what? Well, likely right now because of recession, it's about 2, 3, 4%. It goes up though. It goes up depending on the risk.
Okay.
But if you're borrowing that amount on a house, because they're not worried about how am I going to get my 20,000 back, they know that it's in the house. The APR is low. The APR is literally low. Right now you've got mortgages going at about 0 point something, 1%. So it's always going to be low. So you might as well just get that added on, have one payment, just keep paying it. You've now managed to do two things. You've got on the property ladder with only 5%. You now have a house. You stayed 5 years in your house. You then address the debt for the government by just borrowing of the money that you've just paid off and giving it to the government. They go, you now remain with your house and just keep paying.
Okay.
So now you're just working towards reducing the debt of your house and that's it. And while you're doing that, the good thing is you're reducing the debt, and the other good thing is the property value is going higher. So if you get to a time where you're like in life later on, I want to upgrade, you can use that house now as a deposit for another big house. You just leverage that. So you're lowering your debt, your property price is increasing. You've now got this big chunk here that you can take on to get a bigger 4-bed house if you had a 2-bed house, 5-bed house. So yeah, houses.
So like for me, like why are most people scared to actually just get into properties? Nothing as simple as, but if it's so straightforward, why is there like a massive exodus for people to go rent than to actually buy?
Lack of understanding.
Okay.
People fear commitment when they hear you're committed to a monthly payment for 3 years, 5 years. They think, what if I lose my job? What if I do this? what they don't realize is when you get a mortgage, you also get these side insurance things like life insurance, this and that. It means that in the period where you don't have a job, you technically, they cover a payment or a particular amount towards the payment depending on what you've got arranged. And then your job is to just get a job back within a time and then get back to making your payments. So people are just scared of the unknown. People are just scared and they don't understand mortgages enough.
So like for me, like, so closing statement, I'm not making this too long. So like for me, like say if you're thinking of any first-time buyers, like what advice would you give them to like what's the stuff that you could just tell like a first-time buyer, like if you could just tell them quickly?
Go for it. So one of the things is if you don't jump in it, you stand this side of it and you keep asking questions about what if that, what if I lose my job, what if I do this, what if, you never know. We don't know anything in life, we just keep going. So just go in it, jump in it, get all the help that you can from this Help to Buy and stuff, jump in it. When you're in it, you actually realize the benefits of being in it now, and obviously it opens up channels now. Going in the future, you can get higher deposits by just leveraging what you already have. So first time buyer thinking about what if this, what if that happens, I would say forget that. I mean, it could happen even if you're renting. You could lose your job if you're renting and still the same thing. What happens to the monthly payments? You still have to address them. It's literally the same thing. So I would say go for it. Don't be scared.
Cheers, man. Thanks for that advice. Yeah. And this is JB signing off. Cheers.